showtime. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Silent and profiling. Woo, it's live and in color. Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I'm your host, Tommy. And to my right is my main man, Mr. Mikey. Woo, brother. We pulled off a very close game, Mr. Mikey. Too close for comfort. However, it just seemed like when the weather came in that fourth quarter, it just seemed like it was meant to be a Buffalo win. I don't know what it was. It was like meant to be. What do you guys think, man? It was like you couldn't write a better script for a beautiful game that we were not supposed to get for 3.5 quarters, practically. And in the fourth quarter, it started snowing and wind, and it was perfect for this team. And Allen was throwing beautifully in that weather, no problem. It looked like the Dolphins totally were like out of sync once that started happening. Now, they did make some plays early on in that drive when the snow was kicking in, but then they kind of fell apart there at the end. Mikey,
Well, first off, let's go to the chat.
Yeah.
Dwight comes in and says Allen's an effing superhero. That dive for that 2-point conversion, that's the only way he's getting in.
Yes,
because there was bodies in front of him.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so he fumbled, right? It was the initial call.
Yeah.
But I thought right away, damn, that ball looked like it touched, right? And I messaged Mikey saying when they went to commercial, I said, bro, they're not going to review that because isn't it all the ball has to do is barely touch the white? And but matter of fact, I've seen Allen do that before, and they hit the ball in midair and they gave us a touchdown. I don't forget when it was, but that's happened before. So I'm like, damn, they don't do it on 2-point conversion. They don't check. And then we came back and boom, they reversed it. And
they went to
huge.
Commercial so quick.
It did.
After all the kick around stuff.
It
but
did.
we gotta love Scott, fire Frazier. You know what?
No,
and me and Tommy were talking about this. They were playing bump and run, and White just didn't bump him.
Yeah.
I think that's on White because if you saw Elam on the other side, Elam was checking the dudes.
Elam was playing very well tonight. I have to give Elam a lot. Very physical. It just seems like we always give up one big play, and it happened to be a touchdown. It happened to be Hill. You can't sleep on Hill. You cannot. Listen, I love Trey. And Trey actually had a decent. I'm going to say Trey had a good game except for that one play.
He had a couple.
Yeah.
They got big. That Tua just threw it up, and their guys.
No, but I'm saying,
but
overall, Trey, though, had a good game, I felt.
Yeah.
But that was a crucial mistake there. No help either, by the way. No safety help.
Yeah.
And then we also
cover one, which makes zero sense to me.
We made the mistake, too, with Waddle, where we, once again, and I got to give Edmonds credit. He saw the play happening. I mean, and Poyer kind of, I don't know what happened there. Did not read it right or didn't hear Edmonds on that crosser and just totally got out of position.
And then Hamlin took the wrong angle and he just ran by him.
That was a wrap.
But that was a cover one. Why are we playing cover one? Did we not learn anything from the Chargers and the 49ers?
Because well, listen, Mikey, I said before this game, because I came on live for a second, and somebody mentioned that. No, I'm sorry. In the AFC Shakedown, they were mentioning Copycat League and how, they thought that we would play physical like the 49ers and Chargers did. And I said, no, then you must not watch Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott's defense because we don't copy anyone. We stick to what we do. And I told him, I'll promise you that they will get their yards because we just don't play that style of football. We don't. We play a very soft kind of zone defense, and it will bite you sometimes. I thought the first game we played it well. I thought this game, I'll tell you what it was too, Mikey, too. Not only that,
Mhm.
the run defense tonight was awful. And that might have been contributed to that defense as well, getting a little bit more, trying to press up more on the D line to stop the run. And it was just that was bad. I did not see that coming. I mean, Ahmed, I never seen that guy in my life. He's running like he's, like an all-pro.
You know what? When Rousseau left the game, they ran those outside zones. Basham never set the edge on that side.
Did Rousseau ever come back?
Rousseau came back.
Okay,
but they were rotating him out. Every time Basham came in, they ran to the outside.
Yep, every time.
P game comes in and says, "Is their calling number?" Not yet. We are working on that. P game.
We are. Yep.
We've started looking into how that gets set up and that we can do that. Because that'd be awesome to have you guys call in on these things.
Yeah.
Scott comes in and says Trey's not back 100%. I think we miss Hyde. We absolutely miss Hyde.
100%.
I love Hamlin, and Hamlin's playing great, but Hamlin's not an all-pro. Hyde is.
Yep. Real quick on an injury front. I know you said Rousseau because I don't recall him coming back in, but
he did. He came back.
He did. But Morse going out with a concussion is concerning, considering his concussion history, Mikey. This is why we were talking about the center position moving forward next season. And it kind of messed us up a little bit there until we got things going back, getting things back on track. But I got to give the credit. He filled in great. I'll be honest with you. He did a lot better job this time around at center. Filling in.
Sorry. Going back to the chat, Donnie Foster comes in and says McKenzie, Lewis, and Jackson can all sit the bench. I thought McKenzie actually had a decent game tonight.
He did. He
damn near caught that one on the sidelines too. He looked better tonight than he did last week altogether. Nice to see Beasley 100%. Catch a ball.
Yes.
Diggs getting frustrated as Josh kept coming off of him too quick. I'm surprised we waited so long to get Josh involved in the run game.
Yeah, it took a little bit.
Like the first couple of drives, like it wasn't until after that sack fumble, Josh said, "Screw it, I'm going to go."
Yeah, well, that was a design run, though. You got to give that was Ken Dorsey called that.
Yeah.
That for sure was a design run because he went instantly. There wasn't like a play broke down, Josh went. That was a very good play call there. And I got to listen, I was about to just kill Dorsey too on this episode because the second half was starting to be a nightmare on offense. But that fourth quarter, that drive, Mikey, that long drive, and mind you, we started what? I mean, at the 10. I mean, we
went 90 yards.
90 yards, and we killed the clock.
I think it was the 7.
We absolutely listen. Every play there was smooth and crisp for the most part. We killed the clock. We mixed in the run when normally, on those drives we pass. We never run, and we actually mixed in the run. And I got to give Singletary so much credit and so much love because
he ran so hard.
He didn't have a great game, but man, he freaking played physical tonight, guys. He played physical.
He ran over a D lineman too.
Yes, and how smart, Mikey, was he knowing to slide, knowing
to get down.
Yeah, like they could have dragged him in, right? He got down right away. He knew. And it was just that's Singletary because a lot of guys make a mistake, go in or selfish.
Yeah.
Kudos to him. Just a lot of guys right now, and we're gonna give our dog awards out in a minute.
Yeah,
but,
we will.
He's one of them for sure. Tough little dude.
Yeah. So the check of in John McClane diehard vibes tonight. Absolutely,
man. That was
Allen once again had to be Superman. Allen did like early on in the game. It was very crisp, smooth. We came out at halftime. We lost Mitch Morris, and things just went to hell.
Yeah, it went flat. Allen made some mistakes. The one fumble where I felt like
he held on to it too long,
holding way too long in the pocket, and then trying to throw in the pocket like while he knows that things are kind of coming down on him.
But he does that a lot, and he gets the ball out.
Just in time. You gotta be careful.
He held the ball for 5 seconds on that one. He's got to go.
You gotta
go on that.
Yeah. By the way, too, I do want to mention too one more thing. Big stop on their 2-point conversion as well, that they missed as well.
Yeah, that was Poyer
Early in the
That was Poyer early. Yes,
Yep.
absolutely, it was a big one.
Yeah, there was a few plays that the defense. I mean, the defense overall, Mikey, did not play good, but they
No.
did have some moments in the game where they shine. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
where I'm like, okay,
we also had a 3 and out, and then our stupid ass special teams guy runs into the kicker.
yeah. You see how
and then they go right down and score a touchdown.
You guys see how games can turn on
Yeah.
stupid plays like that? Like just some dumb ass. Like what are you doing?
It wasn't even close. The kick was gone. Like what was
Way
he
gone.
doing?
I have no idea. I have no. And you notice the punts they did after we didn't even. We're like, don't even stand there, right?
Because the one thing that McDermott always said, turn the ball over on special teams is taking the ball out of Josh's hands. He would. That's why he used to put Micah Hyde back there. Just fair catch it because we give the ball to Josh. We can go 90 yards on offense. It's fine.
Yeah.
But how about that catch that Hines made on that final punt? With the snow in his face.
Yo,
he has great hands. He has great hands.
I'm like, yo.
Yes, I was screaming, cut Cam Lewis too. You want to know? You know what? I think Cam should be on the bench and Dean Marlowe should be in. As a veteran,
why isn't he not even in anyways?
I don't know.
That's really like disappointing. If I'm Dean Marlowe,
Cam almost cost us that game. Cam Lewis almost cost us that game.
100%, 100%. I agree with you there.
Yeah. So, overall, it was very sloppy. First half, we executed on offense. It's very sloppy defense. We manned up in the red zone. That was one of our keys to the game was red zone. We executed in the red zone. They did not.
Yeah, we did tonight. We really did.
We went 4 for 5 on touchdowns, but we went 5 for 5 on points, and that's only because we opted to kick the field goal at the end rather than trying to get in the end zone.
Exactly, because I think we could have probably gotten in, but there was no point there.
Well,
you go for the win. It's a 25-yard.
Singletary decided to slide.
Yeah, which was smart because guys, you've been watching Buffalo Bills football a long time, like us. You know that 25 seconds is probably an eternity, and who the hell knows what happens there. I'd rather just kill the clock and let Bass Money make that field goal, right, and send us home, which he did. I had no doubt. Mikey, did you have doubt? I had no doubt there.
What? Was Bass? Field goal. Oh, absolutely not. I thought that was the smartest play ever. Why score the touchdown and give them even kick the ball off? That makes zero sense.
You know what that reminded me of, by the way, real quick? We did that against the Patriots, I believe, a few years back, where we just or it was a while back. Remember where we just kept running and then they had no time. And at the time we wound up kicking a field goal. It was perfect.
We got a super chat that comes in. Thank you, Ed. We appreciate that. It very much helps the channel. It says may have been a sloppy game at times, but damn, the Bills are stopped at the top of the AFC East and the AFC as a whole. Nothing this weekend can change that. You're right. And you know 100%. What? I want him to. I hate him so much, and I don't like to give him things, but I'm tuning in to see what Nick Wright has to say about this one.
Yeah, I mean,
how did Josh Allen screw this one up?
Right, I'm sure he'll bring some kind of negativity. But who cares? Who gives a shit? At the end of the day, listen, we're in first place still.
Wins or wins at this point.
Wins or win. What are we now? Three games up on the AFC East, or
3 ups with 3 to go.
3 up with 3 to go. We got the Chicago Bears next.
Yep.
And listen, Miami doesn't have a easy schedule still. No. They got Green Bay, they got the Jets, they got the Patriots.
Yes.
So they got some tough defensive battles coming up. This was
of course he complained about the snowballs. I know people were acting like we were trying to kill them.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I
didn't like that we were throwing the snowballs.
Yeah,
but
I'll tell you what. The only part I didn't like, I'll be honest with you, was when we were on offense in the first quarter or second quarter, whenever that was. I think it was first quarter, and we were in the red zone, and they were throwing snowballs when we were on offense. I'm like, why would you do that?
And they almost hit our receivers. I'm like, why?
You gotta be like, that's like, you'd have to think that's distracting to Josh, and then don't if you're gonna do it when the Dolphins are down there, that's fine, but it's like, come on, be smart about it.
Perfect Super Bowl will be Bills Vikings, both 0-4 Super Bowls. The winner takes their first title.
But they ain't.
You know what? Also, it would be us beating the Vikings because of the way it ended this year.
Yeah, 100%.
That would just be a storybook.
100%.
It's funny with us beating the Dolphins now. If we beat the Bengals, there's a chance we beat every in a AFC playoff team outside of the Chargers if they get in because we didn't play them. But everybody else, we'll have beat them. This year.
Yep. And by the way, kudos to, got to give a little credit, a little love, I guess. Even though this is my most hated team, by the way, the Dolphins.
Yeah.
As most of you know. But I got to say, I got to give them a little credit, man. They came to play in a hostile,
man.
In a hostile environment, in the cold. They came to play, man. But at the end of the day, man, fourth quarter when it matters,
as soon as the snow started, they couldn't.
I felt like we buckled, like we took charge. Like it was almost like just everything just was meant to be. Like I said, man, it just seemed like the offense got together, started getting things going, and it was odd timing, right when you kidding me? When it's the shittiest part of the game, the weather, and now we're like getting in a rhythm, and the defense actually started to get in a little rhythm there. It's like, but hey, man, that's the way it goes.
In the fourth quarter, we played the run a whole lot better. In the second half, we played the run better. In the fourth quarter, we played it even, probably the best of the whole game. Trix comes in and says, I'll say this, Trey White's slowly getting back to being Trey again. He had a good game, did have some mental errors, but overall, he had a good game. You also have to remember, we're playing two of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and there was no elements. It was just cold. Like
100%.
Tyreek Hill is one of one in the fact of how fast he is in the separation. And Jalen Waddle is a emerging superstar. They have some serious weapons over there. They do.
And I will say this, though, for as good as they are, listen, 9 receptions for 69 yards for Hill is, I would say that's a pretty good.
That's a great
I'm going to
game.
be honest with you. Yeah,
it was Waddle who got loose again.
It was Waddle who caught, who had 114. But you got to pick your poison, Mikey.
Yep.
I think sometimes one of those guys are going to go off. Very rare you could a team's going to really stop both guys. Like they have a very good 1-2 punch there, or dual receiver bunch there. I thought, like I said, really honestly, even with I thought our DBs did pretty good tonight. It was the D line, Mikey, that I had a huge problem with tonight. That's what let this team down.
They went MIA tonight.
They totally were not tackling. I saw plays where they weren't even reaching. They just were standing there. It seemed like the Miami Dolphins O-line bullied them around. I saw nothing. I just saw no desire to tackle.
No fight. We lost we got bullied. We got bullied in both sides of the trenches tonight.
100%. We got bullied around. And you cannot let these guys run on you like that. Because if they get a running game on you, this is what happens. A near loss. Can't let the Dolphins aren't a running team, guys.
Yeah.
I think this is probably their best game of the season running. And we have a good run defense, so I don't want to hear like we've been solid going against solid running backs, and all of a sudden this game it's like we don't know how to tackle right. Like what is going on here? So
you know what? If you noticed, we also started sending blitzes in the second half, and we started getting to Tua with Milano.
Yeah. How many times do I call that, Mike?
I know. I'm just pointing it out. When we send those guys, him, we tend to get there.
We get play. Yes, 100%. Or they get there or make Tua get rid of the ball early, make a bad pass. But we don't do it enough. We just don't do it enough. So I really hope, I don't think it's going to happen, but the Frazier starts to dial it up more. It's okay.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
It's just who they are.
I get it. I know.
We can keep asking for it, but we got to accept they are who they are.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the offense came through and bailed them out. The defense has bailed the offense out a few games. The offense bailed out the defense today.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
It's nice to see that they can do it. At some point, they're going to click together like that Patriots game last year, and it's going to be a slaughter fest. We scored 30. What? 32? Was it 30? Yeah,
32-29. Yep.
So the offense showed up when we needed. Josh was 25 of 40, 304, 4 touchdowns.
Yep. More drops tonight by the receivers that I did not like. Dawson Knox, especially, though Dawson Knox had a good game.
He did.
But if I were to grade him, I'd have to take some points away because of the drops. You know what I mean? But overall, he had a good game.
Yeah, he had 8 targets, 6 catches, 98 yards, a touchdown, and 2 drops.
Zach, can't do that, man. Can't do that. I thought somebody mentioned McKenzie earlier. I thought McKenzie had a good game. I didn't think he had a great game, but I thought he had a good game.
He had a key catch. He had a key catch on that final drive.
He almost made another key catch but it just kind of moved on him a little bit. By the way, McDermott terrible on
challenges.
On challenge
whoever is his upstairs guy for challenges, they need to fire him. Give it to somebody else because that guy cannot do it right.
He said no. I mean, like, is this the same guy since 2017?
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
McDermott loves him.
Triggs, there's only so many concussions a man.
I told you. I've been saying that.
However, hopefully we'll get Ryan Bates back quickly because he's our backup center. Although I thought Van Rotten played okay.
That's what I said. Yeah,
center.
It was much better
than last time. Yeah.
Cam running into
the kicker is just unforgivable.
Can't do that. How stupid. Like, what are you doing? And didn't Cam do a dumb play in the season already? That they talked about him. I forgot what it was, right? It was a knockdown. Oh, the Jefferson play, right?
Yeah.
Where he should have knocked the ball down. Instead, it's like, yo, Cam, come on, man. Like, he's not going to be too hard on himself because we won. No, you're crazy, bro.
I can't get with you behind this, Thomas. I like Cook, and I thought he played really well. Singletary was a monster tonight. Singletary had 13 carries, 42 yards, 3.2, but he had a strong 3.2. And when we needed to ice the game, Josh gave him the ball.
Look at that last drive, Thomas. They trusted Singletary with the rock. One, you just saw the Dolphins. The commentators were saying it. They are swiping, punching at that ball, right? He was getting key yardage. First down, yardage, 4 or 5 yards. Like, don't let that fool you, the yardage is average. Because at that fourth quarter, that last drive was everything you need to know about Devin Singletary. They trusted in him. Josh trusted in him. He got the first. He played smart at the end, slid, didn't go in for the touchdown. He made listen, he is our bruiser back. I hate to tell you guys that, but he is. I trust him more than anybody right now. However, I like Cook. I do. I thought Cook made some really good runs tonight. He hit the hole. His vision very good compared to like Zach Moss. By the way, Zach Moss didn't do too bad today. He actually had a decent game. But anyways,
and Thomas, we can look at the stats. It's more than just stats though. It's the little things. So let's look at stats. James Cook had 5 for 34. His long was a 16-yard run. Outside of that, he had 4 for 18. It comes out to 4.5 a carry. Not bad, but it's not the 6.8 the stats show. 6.8 looks great because he had a 16-yard run. The longest Singletary had was an 8-yard run. But it's about the extra yards that Singletary was able to get after contact.
He also had 3 receptions for almost 30 yards at 9.3.
And Nyheim Hines had a touchdown.
Yeah, listen, you can't. I promise you, man. Go back, watch that film. Matter of fact, I'll promise you that they talk about Devin Singletary post game. Now we're missing it now. I'll promise you that Josh Allen talks about the toughness of Devin Singletary. You also got to remember, Thomas. So line blows. Like, let's be real here. Stop acting like it's like, oh, we get this running back James Cook. Like, bro, no. Stop. The O-line is not good. Now, sometimes they'll create some openings here and there, but overall, it's a bad run. It's a bad run blocking team. So you got to give credit where credit is due. This is what we got. And I think Devin Singletary and a better O-line would play much better. You would see much better results. But, man, no, you can't hate on what he did, man. Anybody watching the game will tell you Devin Singletary had a very good game, and it was a key part
he was teasing
of that last drive.
He just knows that works you up.
Oh, don't talk about Singletary, man.
Don't talk about any of those Florida boys. Tommy gets mad.
Let's talk about Ken Dorsey, bro.
Can't talk about those Florida boys. Tommy gets mad. So let's quickly go through the stats, Tommy. First downs, Bills won 29-20. for going down. Third down conversions. Bills were 8 for 14. Dolphins were 5 for 14. Fourth downs, the Dolphins were 1-1. Bills were 0 for 1. Total plays 71 to 57 Bills. Total yards 446 to 405 Bills. Total drives 11 to 10 Bills. Total yards per play 7.1 to 6.3 Dolphins. Passing yards 296 to 217 Bills. Rushing yards 188 to 150 Dolphins. Red zones 1 for 3 Dolphins, 4 for 5 Bills. Turnovers 1 Bills, Dolphins 0. Time of possession 30:07 to 29:53 Dolphins.
So yeah, time of possession a little close. I thought the Dolphins did really well in the third quarter and a little bit in the fourth quarter, start the fourth quarter. I thought the game was turning there. Like even me and Mikey were like, damn, like this is not looking good. We're flat on offense, or we're making not only that, dumb penalties like the Cam Lewis we just talked about. Just a lot of like you just see when things start happening like that. It's like it's a snowball effect, right? And we're like, oh man, here we go. But I told you guys that fourth quarter, midway through that fourth quarter, when that snow started hitting and things just started going our way, and man, it was awesome to see.
We were prepared for the snowstorm. They were not. The second the snowstorm actually hit, their offense came to a halt. They're based off of timing and speed. Yep. They're not built like the Bills are. The Bills were built differently for that type of stuff. We can win multiple different ways.
I think so. Answer Thomas's question, and me and Mikey's talked about this before.
What?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's an Allen thing. I think Allen feels comfortable in shotgun.
Yeah.
More than under the center, especially in the red zone on the goal line. I don't know why. But that's if that's what he's comfortable with doing. Like Ken Dorsey's not going to call a play where he's not comfortable with, and it is what it is, man. So yeah, it's weird, but if that's what he likes, that's what he likes. Maybe also
with your third string center in there, center, the snap may not be the same. So getting in the shotgun, he just pops it back to him. He also likes to be able to read the defense from back there. He also gives him a little bit extra time as he's dropping back. You know, he feels like 3 yards away, gives him a little more time to be able to manipulate the pocket versus under center because offensive line.
He actually almost had a bad exchange. I forgot when that was, and he made a good play. I don't remember what quarter that was. Might have been a third, where it was almost a bad exchange, but he wound up keeping the ball and making a good pass. But yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, man, I thought that fourth quarter was obviously the turnaround there. And Stephon Diggs tonight getting a little bit frustrated. But which is understandable. Listen, man,
especially when we're not moving.
He's one of exactly. He's one of the better receivers in the game. But it is what it is, man. Listen, end of the day, you can't really blame him for getting like that. Listen, the top player, Allen gets frustrated. Every player gets frustrated. So I'm not going to kill Stephon Diggs for getting a little heated on the sideline. I didn't think it wasn't that big of a deal. He threw his helmet. That's, how many players do that? They're only going to show you the top guys. Well, they're not going to show you,
He had a point though, because he was getting open. He was cooking his guys, and Josh was coming off of him too early. And then Josh is throwing 50-50 balls down the sideline when we could get the first down. So I understand where Diggs is coming from.
100%. But that's something that you talk to your quarterback about. I get it. I totally get it.
Yes, Triggs. I've noticed there hasn't been very many rollouts at all. It's one of the things that's been frustrating me, especially down in the red zone.
He is sticking in that pocket, boy. Yeah, and it's weird because we do it so well. Though he did roll out on the touchdown. The touchdown to what was it? Was it Knox? I believe it was Knox on the. Or I'm sorry, James Cook. Yeah. And by the way, me and Mikey, once again, I know we're in our heads because I was like, "What are you doing?" Yeah. So Josh escapes the pocket. There's bros. I'm the same. I'm going. You gotta throw. You gotta throw it away. Throw the ball away. And I saw the 0, bro, Mikey, and I'm like, well, you gotta fucking do something now.
I was the same.
And boom, man. And boy, they love. I'll tell you what, that play works a lot. That scramble out to the right. Josh buys time. Someone's gonna get open, and usually it just seems like it's worked It's worked though so far. So go to it more, man.
Yeah, I thought we were going to run the, Cali Bills is right. I thought we were going to run the ball more in the first half too. I don't know why we didn't.
I did too.
It was working though. The pass was working. So
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I think, and I could be wrong. I don't know. I think because of the weather was not as bad as they thought.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were like, you know what? They matter of fact, Mikey, they even
had 2
said
game
it
plans.
exactly. So they even said it right. They had 2 game plans. So I think they probably were expecting a snow game. Let's run the ball. Let's win in the trench, whatever. And once it was pretty much really nice on the field, they went to the second play, which was pass heavy. But then when the game went on, in that especially the fourth quarter, you saw runs started picking up. You saw Allen taking off more. Some designed runs for Allen. Singletary, Cook get involved more. So yes, and by the way, I know Mike, you mentioned Hines. That thank God, like finally, okay, here we go. Got his touchdown.
But you didn't see him touch the ball again the rest of the game.
No, I didn't. But at least I'm you know what? I'm just glad that Josh finally went to him and trusted in him. But they got to get him the ball more. You got to get him in. Figure it out, Dorsey. Figure it out. Get this guy some play calls. Designed for Hines. I don't care if he's behind on the playbook. We didn't
see any of the motion tonight. We didn't see no motion tonight.
Nothing. Yeah, you're right with that. No motion either.
Yeah.
It's like
line up and go.
I mean, listen, I love Ken Dorsey, you know that, but at times I do understand the frustration from Bills Mafia because I'm a realist. I get frustrated at times too. I do, but I will say this as well. We are last in drop percentage. Dorsey's not out there dropping balls that we have first downs. He's not out there, you know what I mean? Like offensive line holding. Yeah. By the way, Saffold, terrible game.
Oh, God,
terrible game horrible. For Saffold. Offsides, holding.
And multiple holdings.
Multiple and offsides.
You know what? I mean, I give really Dion some credit. Dion actually had a clean game tonight.
He had a clean game. He was the one bright spot on offense tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll give another guy credit a little bit. I thought Spencer Brown. I'll have to go back and look at the tape again. I thought Spencer Brown did much better tonight. I thought
he was better.
He recovered a key fumble. No, he wasn't great, but I thought against that Miami D line that's been bringing
really good. Really
and they're fast. And Brown has a tough time with speedier DEs. I thought he kind of held his own for the most part. He wasn't perfect, but I thought he did okay. By the way, Bobby Hart, god awful. He got blown the F up.
Oh God. Like that.
I mean, so
choke. You made me choke talking about him.
That's so bad.
God. But you know what?
God.
At the end of the day, it's a W. We're 11-3.
Yes.
We're still in first place. Like we can sit here and nitpick everything. Let's talk about some positives.
Yeah, let's talk some good. Let's talk some. Give us some dogs. Let's give us some dog. Go ahead, Mike. Who you got?
We'll start with the easy one. 17. 17.
Jog.
He took off from like the 4-yard line. Said screw it, and just jumping over everybody to get in. And he was pinpoint tonight. The only one I think he really missed on was the Diggs deep one. He had Diggs break open deep and just barely missed him.
Yeah.
But other than that, he looked great tonight.
He did. Man, that run for like 40-something yards.
44.
Man, he smoked that linebacker, bro.
And then he did the high step and kicked it in even more. Got like 15 more after that. And then he got and then he pulled out his acting chops.
Chat. Who's your dog? Because I see Chanel Z coming in. So we're just gonna name it. Chanel Z says my dog is Trey White. Dog. Yep. Who y'all got? Go ahead, man. Put it in the chat. We'll put it up. I want to know who your dog is. I'll go with mine.
You going Hamlin?
Hey, if Amy's, I like him. I still like him. I
love Hamlin, but
he didn't play a great game.
My dog tonight.
He's not my dog tonight, but I will say this: he's still such a physical safety, and I love that about his game. He came in on a couple run stops when we were really playing like shit against the run, and I thought he made some key stops. But he wasn't on his game today, let's say. But I still think he played good enough. my dog, you guys know, Devin Singletary. I got to give it to Devin Singletary. Dog, because he ran his fucking tail off and when it mattered the most. He played the smartest football that you can do by sliding there at the end, giving the Dolphins absolutely no time to do anything. And yeah, man, I absolutely love it. And by the way, we're not even talking about his run blocking, his passing, his receiving tonight. He did very good with that too. I think he had 3 catches. I said 30 yards almost. Listen,
4
man.
4 targets, 3 catches.
Yeah, he's I don't care what
and
anyone says,
always
man.
made the first guy miss, even in the reception part.
He's a tough son of a bitch, man. I'm sorry. Yep. He's a tough son of a bitch. I got to give it to him. All right, who else you got, Mike?
So on the other side of the ball, Kyer Elam. He was physical tonight.
Yes, he
and
was.
Even when he gave up catches, he was swatting at the ball, and Tyreek just made a nice catch. Like, that dude was physical tonight. I loved it.
Yeah, bro. I love hands always by the football. He was always trying to take the football away. Physical. That's exactly what we've been calling for. Exactly what we needed. And listen, I've seen enough. Elam needs to play. He needs to start over Dane. I'm sorry. He is better than Dane Jackson.
They split time tonight.
They did, but everything I saw, which was good. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Maybe they're finally seeing the light. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, we got another dog.
Shaq.
Dog. Yeah, he was.
Shaq,
he was on the field.
He always is.
He almost had an interception.
Jordan Phillips, Daquan Jones, they bring the nasty. That's what you love about Lawson. You know, I love that about him.
Yeah. Yep.
So my other one?
Yeah, go ahead.
My other one? Tyler Bass.
Yeah, you got it.
Bass money.
All the extra points, good to go. A crucial field goal, no problem.
Yep.
Dog.
Money all night, Tyler Bass.
Yeah.
Sam 100%. Martin should get an honorable mention. The dude punted his ass off tonight.
Yeah, and especially like late in the game, bad conditions. He still punted the ball good. Trying to think who else. You know what? I'll give it to another guy. Just even though he pissed me off with some drops tonight, Dawson Knox. It's good to see him. And he's actually he's had a good couple of last games or 3 games. He's been involved. You could see him starting to get involved in this offense. So I'm going to say Doug with him too, because he led the team today receptions. He had the touchdown. Yeah, I mean, I love Dawson Knox.
Second in targets with 8. He had 6 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. His long was 45, clean those drops, which he made them look silly running down the field in that first half.
Oh, 100%. That one play too, where he was on his bottom, where he made the reception there, was beautiful too. It was like a rollout kind of deal, or it was a blitz, and Allen just kind of like got rid of it. And he was on the ground, caught it on the ground. That was a nice. That was really good. I was about to say, don't freaking drop.
And it was a great in his route to get the touchdown. Was a beautiful setup route running. He pulled the digs where he looked inside and then went out.
Yep.
It was beautiful.
By the way, Cole Beasley, real quick. I think they're just trying to. You didn't see a lot of them tonight.
No,
but I think they're just trying to. 1,000%, Mikey. They are easing him in. It was good to see that he got a catch right away, right?
Yep.
Or
one target, 1 catch. You also wouldn't put him in this game plan as much, because this game plan was more for a man defense, because they like to run a lot of man. That's what McKenzie beats the best. Where Beasley's gonna really shine is against the zone.
Yep. But like I said, it's good to see. It's good to see that he was there, caught a ball. And I think you're going to start seeing more Beasley moving forward in these games. Chicago, you're definitely going to see more series for Cole Beasley. And he's going to – I think he's going to be a crucial part of this offense heading into the playoffs, Mikey.
Yeah. I mean, you look at this. Tua was 17 for 30, 234, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Sacked twice. 13 of his 30 attempts went to Tyreek. He had 9 catches of the 17 completions. The second highest was 7 to Waddle. Everyone else had 2 or less. It's a Waddle and Tyreek centric offense.
Yeah, once again, Gesicki with a flat night. I know he caught a ball.
He got one
That's
catch.
it. One
target,
for 5
1
yards. They are really. I don't get it because he's a really good receiver. I think
Tyreek Tua only throws it to Tyreek and Waddle. That's it. And mostly it's Tyreek.
He's too caught up in those two, and it's going to cost them because these kind of games where short yards matter, these little short yards passes, Gesicki would be killing it. I'm telling you. But hey, I'm not the Dolphins OC.
We can look at Mostert. Mostert had 136, but he had 67 on 1. You take away the 67, we actually did a decent job on him.
Yeah, but I still didn't like it. I didn't like
the run. I didn't like the
I'll
run
tell you
at
what,
all.
Ahmed, I got to look at his stats. I thought he ran the ball well.
He was 6 for 43 with a touchdown.
Yeah, can't do that. I mean, average 7.2.
They were averaging, 7.5 a carry tonight. Yeah, I mean, it helps inflate it with those long runs that they had, but ultimately.
Yeah. But listen, there were so many times I saw Tim Settle have a guy in the backfield, whiffed on the tackle. When you had him -3 yards, they wind up picking 4 up. I mean, you can't have that happen.
Settle had that 3 times tonight.
Yeah, can't have that. What are you doing, man? You're a big-ass dude, bro. Wrap that. I know he's fast, but he's in your arms. He's in your grip.
We just, slipped right off of him all night.
All night, bro. And he's not a power runner. He's a speed runner. I get it. If he beats you the edge, I'll accept that. You know what? You had him, Milano. You're just not fast. But if you have him wrapped up, and he's a little guy. He's not known for power. That's not what he does. And you can't wrap him up. It's unacceptable, man. You can't do that. And I thought our D-line tonight, just flat, man. Oliver didn't do too much either.
No, Oliver was quiet. Daquan played solid. Rousseau played solid. Shaq played solid.
Yep.
Oliver, Brandon Bryant, and Settle struggled. Lawson played solid. Then I didn't even see Epinesa. He was nowhere to be found. And Basham. They were both invisible tonight.
There was one play. Basham
was really bad.
It's like he stood there. Like it was flat.
I don't know what he was doing. He let Tua spin out of a sack. No one touched him. Edmonds was solid. Edmonds was really solid tonight.
We got away with. I'm going to be honest with you. The Dolphins played a very good game. I thought we might have got away with this and with this win. And I'll tell you what, the weather played a factor.
We earned it
at the end.
We earned it. I don't think
100% we earned it. We earned it, Mikey. But I'm just saying, I think the weather did play a factor in that comeback a little bit there. It definitely did. But I still think. Listen, Miami had a chance. They had momentum. They had everything going for them.
Played a factor when we were in Miami.
Oh, 100%.
Played a factor when we were in Buffalo. Miami won the first one. We won the second one.
Yeah. And that's all that counts. A dub's a dub. I just felt like this one was too close for comfort, but you're going to have games like this. Two good teams going back at each other. Mistakes. Listen, fumbles, turnovers, which we had, those are costly.
Yeah.
And it was great. Tonight.
Yeah, it was great to see Allen show up. The Allen pre-injury Allen.
That everybody, right, exactly. That everybody, even some Bills Mafia was like, oh, he's not playing as. I've gotten messages. He's not playing as good as what Purdy. I even got a comment today about Purdy's playing. I'm like, dude, I don't even know if I replied because it was so
because he was running for touchdowns and not throwing for touchdowns.
Yeah.
Settle down. Allen put the team on his back tonight and willed them to a W. And you know what? Tip your cap.
100%.
Sometimes we got to pick up the defense. Sometimes we have to pick up the defense.
Yes, 100%. And listen,
I tried it, Chewy. It didn't work for me, buddy. I have a viral infection. I'm taking medicine for it. I went to the doctor, but thank you. I did try it. By the way, that's freaking disgusting. Cayenne pepper and honey together is gross. But I did try it. I am on some antibiotics, and I'll get.
He's getting better. He's on the day-to-day, but he's still showing up to.
Absolutely. I was gonna be here, win or lose. I would have been here to take, to talk about this game.
They gotta win. I hate doing like when we lose, even though the chat is packed. I do
Yes,
not
Amy.
like
3 straight conference wins. Yes, Amy.
damn real.
Remember when?
What?
Remember when
5th in a row,
people were worried about the Bills not winning the East? Now we're talking about, well, let's just get the 1 seed again.
Right.
We're
That's
back.
5 straight.
Yeah,
5
5 straight games, and we're back in the driver's seat for the 1 seed. Everyone who figured this game, and then the Bengals game is going to be the biggest roadblocks.
Yeah.
Well, we knocked this one down. We get the Bears next week. So as long as we don't fall for a Jaguar style, we go in and do what we're supposed to do against the Bears, then we move on to Monday night against the Bengals, and we finish up with the Patriots, who we own, who have to come into our house.
It's funny how things turn around. Like, listen, I tell everybody all the time, and I get it. It's frustrating sometimes when your team does bad, but it's a long season. You got 18 weeks, right? You're gonna have some bad football somewhere in that time, right?
Yeah.
And the Bills have it. They seem to have it every season, and that's okay. But we always find a way to bounce back, like we did last season. We were 7-6, and we wind up winning 4 in a row, won the East, and all that chatter last season was the same chatter. Oh, the Bills, here we go, same Bills. The Patriots have it. They're going to win the East, and boom, the Bills wind up winning 4 in a row. By the way, blowing out the Patriots in the playoffs. Same with this season. Oh my God, the Bills, they're not the same team. They're they lost 2 in a row. That's it. They're not. They'll be lucky to even make the playoffs at this point. Blah 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 blah. Josh Allen's not the same. This and that. No. Ken Dorsey, is it Ken Dorsey not having a good connection with Josh Allen? It's because Dable. I heard it all, Mikey. Dable's gone. Now this offense is not the same without Dable because Dable is with Allen. And now it's like, first of all, shut up. We're still a top 5 offense at that time. Like, we lost.
I think we're still a top 5 offense now.
Yes. So I was like, yo, chill out.
Like, we were winning games, and people were like, oh, they're not blowing people out, so they suck.
That's what
this is the NFL. This is the NFL. You're not going to blow everybody out.
They want blowouts. They want 40 burgers. They want just Allen 500. Right? This isn't Madden on rookie. This is right where I'm going to score 98 points. Like, it's not happening. Right? Like, this is we play tough. Mm-hmm. Listen, there's tough games, tough teams. Look around the league, and I always tell you guys that. And I get it. You're kind of like me. I focus on the Bills, but I also look around the NFL, right? And when you look around the NFL, you see a lot of good teams lose to a lot of bad teams, right? There's games. They have droughts. Patrick Mahomes that everybody, he has the same amount of interceptions as Josh Allen.
He does.
Okay. You look around the league, you got Baltimore. Everyone's, Baltimore. Baltimore's losing. Tennessee. Tennessee's playing terrible. You got Washington beating Philly. And Philly's a good team, but it can happen. It can happen. Dallas almost losing to Houston. Dallas has also lost games. Cleveland has beaten Cincinnati, right? There's a lot of teams that underperformed this year. It's not just the Buffalo Bills that had their little drought. It's just we just focus so much on our team only, and I get it. But look around the NFL. It's the way it is, man. It's a long season. This is the part of the season where teams need to show what they're worth. And this is where the Buffalo Bills tend to shine. I'm going to tell you guys this. This is where we start to roll, man. And we go into the playoffs. Now we just need to, it's in our hands now, Mikey. Mm-hmm. Bills need to win, handle their business against Chicago, handle their business against the Bengals, handle their business against the Patriots at home last game, and we are the number 1 seed in the AFC. That's it. And we have home field advantage, and this is exactly what we want. So it's up to the Bills, up to the coaching staff now. We've come this far, but we are 11-3, goddammit. 11-3 when everybody was pretty much, starting to write us off.
And the 1 seed.
Yes. When everybody, by the way,
1 seed.
Writing us off, right? Bills Mafia down. Very good. I drank a lot today, to be honest with you, so I'm probably over because I was drinking early in the daytime. I had mudslides, by the way, Mikey, today, and then I went to Corona, so I am on one today. And then I got a pizza, Mikey. I didn't realize, by the way, real quick, I bought this pizza, Mikey. I'm like, God damn, it's kind of expensive, $35, right? Like, yeah, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Bro, I get this thing, bro. it's like 5 foot, bro. The box is.
Oh my God, really? What'd you do?
Dude,
Did you buy a party pizza?
It said full square pan. I'm thinking, okay, it's probably really good. You know, listen, some pizzas are a little pricey. Bro, I'm not even joking, Mikey. I get this thing. I wish I could show you. It's in the garbage now because I wrapped the pizza. I mean, it had to have been almost 5 foot. I'm no joke, bro. I get in my car to like put it in the driver's seat. I'm like, it's just not going to work. I had to put it in the back seat long ways. And I'm like, bro, this pizza's going to last me for days, bro. So, yeah.
Was it good?
Anyways, it was good. It was, but I only could eat so much. I mean, you know, like I'm a big guy, but like, I'm not that big of a guy. But man, crazy.
$35 pizza, Tommy? That's what Tommy rolls in the shot. I'll tell you, it's one of those things. At the end of the day, forget the outside noise. Buffalo's playing for Buffalo. At this point, we're just looking to go 1-0 each week. We're 11-3. Let's try to get through this and see what happens at the end.
Yeah,
we got 3 games to go. Also, look at our schedule.
Yeah, tough.
We've had a brutal schedule. It's like I think it's in the top 5 right now or something.
Lost
like that.
two home games. We weren't minus.
Yeah,
two
lost
home
2.
Games
Yeah, we were minus 2 home games. You know, you go through our wins, and everyone's like, "Oh, they're not blowing people out." Well, we shouldn't be blowing people out with our schedule. I mean, the people that we beat are crazy. They're all playoff teams. We got the Rams when the Rams were healthy and good. Yep. Then we beat the Titans, lost to the Dolphins last minute, beat the Ravens, Steelers, Chiefs, Packers, lost to the Jets and Vikings last minute. Then we had the Browns, Lions, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins.
Yeah, tough. By the way, in the Lions we caught the Lions when they're on when they're still good. They're on a roll right now.
They've won 5 of 6, and their only loss is us.
Yeah, and they're playing for their boy. They are playing for their coach, man. I matter of fact, I have them winning against the Jets this weekend. I have picked them. I think they will. I think they will. I think they'll do enough because I don't trust Zach Wilson. Anyways, no, man. Listen, guys, it was a tough schedule. We are 11-3. If you're a Bills Mafia, fucking do me a favor. Wear your fucking Bills hat. Wear your fucking Bills hoodie, your jersey, whatever. Go out this weekend and fucking strut around town. I don't care where you live. California, Miami, Buffalo, Philly, wherever the fuck you. I don't care. But wear your hat, wear your gear proudly. Because we are 11-3, goddammit. Nobody can say shit. And that is with everything that's going on. Von Miller being out, Micah Hyde being out, everything that's
Morris
happened,
now being out,
just everything. Yeah, everything. Everything.
We've had injuries left and right, you know,
and we're still fighting and clawing. And you gotta give credit to this whole team, even for all the things that we complain about and some of the things that frustrate us. At the end of the day, 11-3 is goddamn good.
We
guys remember
to win ball games. Last year, we lost close games. This year, we're winning the close games.
100%.
Scott comes in and asks Tommy, Chicago, Cincinnati, New England, do we win out? I think we have a really good shot at winning out.
I believe we do. Chicago, listen, we better be Chicago. They are not a good team. I get we're on the road, but they are not a good team. Bengals will be an interesting one. It will be at their home. And then we got New England at home last game. So, yeah, I definitely think that we can win out. I believe that.
Nice. Yeah, I think we are going to win out. I think we're going to get the 1 seed. Oh, I started coughing and my thing went blurry.
You probably have cough stuff on your lips.
Yeah, it's all good. It happens, you know. But yeah. And our 3 losses are by a total of 8 points. So it's one of those things.
Exactly. Hey guys, Mikey is obviously under the weather, and we've been on here an hour. We appreciate you. We love you. And I feel like I've been doing podcasts all goddamn day.
Because we have.
Yes. So once again, we'll be back Monday at 9:00. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And we're out of here.
W.
Bills Mafia.
Go Bills.
We appreciate all y'all. Come coming on. What's this say? Chuckles World. I'm in Dolphins country. Yeah, dude. I'm from South Chuckles. I'm from Florida, South Florida, by the way. I grew up
Thanks,
there.
Joey.
Go represent hardcore this weekend. Go strut the shit out of your Bills jersey, and just put your head up high, and because hey, we earned it. We earned this fucking win, man. Anyways, guys, we appreciate all y'all. Have a great night. Bills Mafia #1. Go Bills. Peace out.
Go
We're
Bills.
out. Peace.